Davis County results declaring an apparent winner of the Owensboro mayoral race.
Joining us today, re-elected official Tom Watson. Of course, we did want to congratulate you on your big win last night, Mayor Watson.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And it was a crowded field there in the race for Owensboro mayor this year. Three other candidates you had to beat out for that, and they did a pretty good job in the percentage points, too.
Yeah, it was just weird with the Zoom deal instead of actual having debates, and we don't have a primary, and the whole thing with COVID, and it just didn't feel like a regular campaign. It was just odd, and you really had to have a really good social media presence and some direct mail pieces, or you were kind of left behind.
Mayor Watson, one thing that I do want to touch on while we have you here, obviously the city of Owensboro has recently had two shootings that sadly resulted in the death of two young men in Owensboro. One of the things that we've heard from you in terms of your re-election campaign is that you want to make improvements to things like infrastructure, but also public safety. So the first thing I want to ask is, do you think that there is some sort of an issue with gun violence in Owensboro, especially with young people? And then also, what are you hearing from Owensboro Police as far as what they need in terms of help to improve public safety in Owensboro?
Well, it's terrible when you have any kind of gun violence, especially with children and young people. I have total trust in our chief of police, Art Elam. And quite honestly, I don't know anything about law enforcement. I make artificial limbs for a living, so I rely on those cats to tell me what they need. One of the things I'm trying to do is get a Western Kentucky Police Academy, so we don't have to go all the way to Eastern Kentucky to get somebody trained, and it's kind of foolish. Somebody from, that's a big deal. And I'm always in contact with the Homeland Security and with where there are grant opportunities. We've gotten quite a few very nice grants in the last couple of years that have helped our police department. And our main thing is getting these young people trained and getting them back home. That's the thing right now. I think we have 10 in the queue right now. 4 more will be coming home. So I give all the credit to our police department. I don't want anybody shot. I don't even know how to shoot a gun. Don't want to know how. So
I hear you. I hear you, Mayor Watson. One thing that I guess I do want to ask is, do you have a message to these young people who are, running around the streets doing these things in your town? I mean, this is not what you want to see, and it also, it ruins families. Lots of lives involved. Well, these two murders, I think there was just an arrest, was it yesterday?
Yeah, the 2 people arrested.
Two teens.
Yeah, and it's funny you should use the term families. It's very difficult sometimes when these young kids don't have both parents at home. They're being raised by grandparents and aunts, and it may not be in this case because I haven't really looked at it. I've been a little busy with some other things, but it's just terrible, the breakdown of the family. And I credit a lot of these problems just to that itself, and we need to be able to do all we can to keep the parents together with the children. And quite honestly, domestic violence is up, child abuse is up, suicides are up. There's a lot of things that's COVID connected, and I don't think proportionally or population-wise we're any different. I actually think we're a little bit better than most communities as far as gun violence.
Now, Mayor Watson, I want to thank you for joining us this morning, and in our conversation off the air, I want to thank you for your leadership to take on tough topics like that. Just hours after securing your 3rd term as the Owensboro mayor is a very gutsy thing to do, and thank you for being so honest with us this morning about this very serious problem in your community.
Well, thank you very much, and we'll stay on top of it, I promise you.
And on a brighter note, you can see Mayor Watson and, of course, that beautiful lit blue bridge down in Owensboro when you drive into town to spend some money in that community.
Hey, come over Saturday. We're going to light the bridge.
We're excited. It's going to be virtual, though, right? Just like our meeting right here, right now.
Yeah, we're going to do it some kind of technology-wise, but it'll be hard to keep people from coming down. But it's going to be spectacular, and we're very proud of it.
We are so happy for you and your city. Thank you, Mayor Watson.
Thank you. Y'all take care and be safe.
All right, we'll keep up with you. Another